This video will walk you through the research process, showing you how to use the library to find the resources that you need for your literacy research projects. Before you begin your research, you should be aware that the library provides services that help and support Keuka College students. Librarians are here to help you succeed. They can help you in a variety of ways that include guiding you to the best resources, helping you to develop the most effective search terms, and assisting you with APA citation format. One of the most important services that the library provides is reference or research help. Students can reach out to a librarian in a variety of ways when they need assistance or have research questions. If you are on campus, you can come to the reference desk in the library from 9 a.m. until 5 p.m. on Monday through Friday to speak with a librarian. Students can also go to the library's homepage and click on the Ask a Librarian link to email a question to a librarian. Or students can click on the Make an Appointment link on the homepage to set up an in-person or online meeting with a librarian. Students can also send an email to refhelp@keuka.edu, and a librarian will respond to their question. Students can call and speak with a librarian. Finally, students can chat virtually with a librarian using the chat box on the lower right corner of the homepage. Interlibrary loan, also referred to as ILL, is a free service provided to students and faculty that allows users to request books and articles that the library does not own. Articles will be sent to you electronically. Physical books will be sent to the library. On-campus students can pick up the book at the circulation desk. We will mail the book to online students. Your only cost will be to mail the book back to Lightner Library when it is due. Students should be aware that licensing restrictions prohibit the sharing of digital materials such as e-books between institutions. However, we can usually obtain a physical copy of the book a student needs through our ILL service. Users can log into their account and check the status of their request at any time. Students will receive email notifications regarding their interlibrary loans even when their request cannot be filled. To sign up for an ILL account, start by clicking on the Interlibrary Loan link on the library's homepage and follow the links for first-time users. Once you have developed your research question, it is time to start thinking about developing search terms, also known as keywords and phrases that you can use to find the resources that you will need to write your paper. Your search terms will be the key to finding the resources that you need. Once you have your topic, identify the words that describe your topic's main concepts. Then brainstorm alternate or related keywords or synonyms for each concept. If my research question was to discuss literacy problems in children with autism, I would begin by highlighting the main question's main concepts. Those would be literacy, problems, children, autism. The next step would be to develop synonyms for each concept. For literacy, reading would be an alternate keyword. Other ideas for the word children would be child or adolescent. Synonyms for autism would ASD or autism spectrum disorder. If you are having trouble coming up with keywords, what follows are some ideas for developing search terms. Remember, you can always reach out to a librarian for help. Start by using the Lightner Discovery search box on the library's homepage to find a research starter on your topic. I entered the term autism and found 2 research starters, one on autism and one on teaching students with autism. I can read through both looking for search terms that I could use. If you have a relevant periodical article on your topic, read it looking for ideas. If you have done some searching in Lightner Discovery, review your search results and read the abstract of relevant articles. Click on the Show More link to read the entire abstract. Most abstracts also have a list of subject terms that describe what the article is about. Click on +13 More to see all the subjects covered by an article. Your professor may want you to find research studies. If that is the case, there is an easy way to focus your search on research studies. Research studies have distinct parts such as abstract, introduction, methods, and results. When searching Lightner Discovery, adding a search term such as method or methods to your search is a good way to retrieve research studies. After you have developed a set of search terms, it is time to combine them into an effective search using Boolean operators. Boolean operators are the terms and, or. They are used to combine your search terms to create an effective search that retrieves relevant results. You combine your main concepts with and to narrow your search. This will produce fewer results. So, in the example that I used earlier, you would combine the following concepts: literacy and children and autism and methods. Be careful, as using too many ands can produce too few or no results. The Boolean operator, or, is used to combine synonyms. Using it will increase the number of results that you retrieve. In my example, you would combine synonyms for each concept like this: literacy or reading, child or children, autism or ASD or autism spectrum disorder. But be careful, using too many ors will bring in too many irrelevant results. The next step will be to combine your search terms using and, or to do advanced searching in Lightner Discovery. The screenshot above shows you how your search would look in Lightner Discovery Advanced Search. There is one concept in each search box, and the search boxes are connected with the Boolean operator and. Within each search box, the synonyms are connected using or. You should be aware of several search tips that work in Lightner Discovery. The asterisk is known as a wildcard. Place it at the end of a word to search all forms of a word with a single search. So, child followed by an asterisk searches both child and children. Similarly, method followed by an asterisk searches the words method, methods, and methodology. Finally, quotations marks are used for phrase searching. So, place quotes around words you want to appear together, such as autism spectrum disorder. Now that you have your search terms, the question is, where should you be searching? I am sure many of you go right to Google to find articles. However, using Lightner Discovery or a specific library database is a much better way to find the resources that you need. Google searches only what is available on the Internet, and not all articles are freely available there. Lightner Library subscribes to the content published in databases that are searchable through Lightner Discovery, and this content goes far beyond what is available on Google or the Internet. In addition, Lightner Discovery has filtering tools that allow you to refine your search so you can find exactly what you need. These tools are not available in Google and other search engines. Let's begin with an introduction to Lightner Discovery. It searches almost all of the library's resources with a single search. A search retrieves resources from the library's online catalog as well as the library's databases. Results will include a variety of formats: print books, electronic books, articles from newspapers, magazines, and journals. Because so many records are being searched, it is important to be patient for your results to appear. If you have a very simple search, you can begin by using the search box on the library's homepage. By using the advanced search link, you can use all of your search terms. To do an advanced search, enter your main concepts in a search box and connect all the main concepts with and. Connect synonyms within each search box with or. Your first step is to browse through your results to see if you are on the right track. If the results do not seem relevant to your topic, you will want to consider how you can modify your search to get better results. You can always reach out to a librarian for help in creating a more effective search. If your results look good, your next step will be to filter or refine your results using the common filters below the search box. There are a variety of ways to filter your results. These include limiting your results to full text, limiting your results to articles in peer-reviewed journals. If you do not need to use articles in peer-reviewed journals but do need scholarly or academic journals, you can click on Source Type, select Academic Journals, and click Apply. If you need newspaper articles, you could select News and then Apply to retrieve newspaper articles. Finally, you can click All Time and select the date range you want. You can select All Time, or you can choose to retrieve articles published in the past 12 months, 5 years, or 10 years. How current your articles must be depends on your subject area and on the requirements of the assignment. You can find additional filters by clicking the All Filters link. The most common additional filters allow you to limit your results by language or geography. By using the 3 filters, we did reduce our results significantly. We could further reduce results using geography that limited results to what was being done in the United States. We could further limit by date, or we could add additional search terms. For example, we could focus on reading comprehension of individuals with autism. Once you find an article you would like to look at, click on the Access Options link and select either the PDF or online full text option. Once you have accessed the full text of the article, you have several options using the tools above the article. You can select the print icon to print the article, or you can download the article by clicking the download link. Another option is to use the arrow or share link to email the article to yourself. The share link also allows you to save the article to your OneDrive. You can also click the Create link and then save the article's persistent link in your browser so you can use it to retrieve the article again in the future. To find additional resources, you will see to the left of your results under the heading Research Tools is a link to supplemental sources. If you click that link and then click on Send Search To and select Google Scholar, Lightner Discovery will link you to articles in Google Scholar that have been selected based on the search terms you used in Lightner Discovery. You may find relevant full-text articles here. If you find relevant articles without full text, you can always request the article using the library's interlibrary loan service. As you become more familiar with the library's databases, you will find that not every article indexed in our databases has a link to the full text of the article. Students often give up finding the article if the full text is not immediately available. But the library's interlibrary loan service is a free service that allows students to quickly request the article they need. The article will be sent to the student electronically. Start by clicking the Request link under the article. You will then log into your interlibrary loan account, and your request will automatically be filled out. All you have to do is click Submit. You will be emailed when the article has been received. You will also receive an email if we are not able to fill the request. If you recall earlier in this video, I said that Lightner Discovery searched almost all of the library's resources. ProQuest is another excellent multidisciplinary database, but it does not show up well in Lightner Discovery. ProQuest must be searched separately, but it can be searched directly from the library's homepage. Searching in ProQuest is similar to searching in Lightner Discovery. ProQuest results look very similar to the results in Lightner Discovery. There are limiting options to the left of the results, much like the refining options in Lightner Discovery. If you find an article in ProQuest without full text, click on the Check Full Text Finder for full text link to see if the library has access to the article. If the library has the article, there will be information there advising the user if the article is available in print in the library or in one of our online databases. If the library does not have the article, there will be a Request This Item link that will take you to the Interlibrary Loan logon screen. All you have to do is log into your Interlibrary Loan account and submit the request for the article. It is important to be aware of the limitations of Lightner Discovery. In most instances, Lightner Discovery produces a lot of results. Sometimes, you may need to go to a specific database to find more targeted results. To do that, it is a good idea to know what the most relevant databases are depending on your subject. The best databases for literacy are Academic Search Premier, a multidisciplinary database, APA PsycArticles, a psychology-focused database, ERIC, an education-focused database, SOC Index, a sociology-focused database, and ProQuest, a multidisciplinary database. In order to focus your search on a specific database, click on the AZ Databases link on the library's homepage. Select the first letter of the database that you are interested in and click on it to begin searching. In the example on this page, I selected A as I want to search in the Academic Search Premier database. If you are looking for books, using Lightner Discovery may miss relevant print and electronic books. Going to the library catalog and doing a broad subject search will usually be more successful than doing a very subject-specific search in Lightner Discovery to find print books. The results in Lightner Discovery will include ebooks that the library has access to as well as ebooks that we do not have access to. This can often be confusing to users. You can find print books by going to the library homepage and clicking on Library Catalog link. In order to find print books on your topic, enter a relevant keyword in the search box. Your results will be sorted by relevance, but you may want to resort by publication date to see the most current results first. In order to see only the electronic books that the library has access to, click on the EBSCO eBooks link under the search box. Enter your search terms in the search boxes. Look through your results. If there is an ebook you want to look at, click on the Access Options link and select either PDF or EPUB full text to view the book. We do not recommend downloading your ebook. To find your book again, click on the arrow or share link to find the book's persistent link. Click on the Create link to access the book's persistent link. Bookmark this link and use it to access the book again. Plagiarism is something you want to avoid, but the first step in avoiding plagiarism is to understand what it is. Plagiarism is using another person's words or ideas in your paper and passing them off as your own by not crediting your sources. Plagiarism can be intentional or unintentional. There are some things you can do to avoid plagiarism. Start by having good research habits. It is important not to procrastinate. Good research takes time. Don't hesitate to ask your professor or a librarian for help. Keep good records of your sources. Be sure to use quotations for direct quotes and use your own words when you paraphrase someone else's ideas. Finally, cite your sources, and if there is any doubt, cite it. There are many different forms of citation. But in the area of education, the primary form of citation is the APA 7th edition. The library has a number of resources that can help you with APA style and formatting. One is our library guide for the APA 7th edition. Another excellent resource is the online writing lab at Purdue University. The OWL at Purdue provides an overview of APA style and links to many APA resources. In addition, it provides help with formatting and style as well as detailed information and examples on how to cite both in text and in the list of references. Articles you find in the databases have a link to the article's citation. Click on the quotation mark to access citation information. You should remember that this is just the starting point. You should know what the correct citation should look like, as database citations can have mistakes in font or capitalization that you will need to correct. Lightner Library also provides 2 electronic books that provide help with APA citation. You can always ask a librarian for help with citation questions. The Academic Success Center located in Lightner Library can also help with both writing and citation questions. I have included a link to their writing guide that provides guidance on APA style.